We are in downtown Bemidji, Minnesota. It is beautiful out here on a December evening, and we've got great Christmas lights behind us. But we are going into a yummy restaurant called Tutto, Bene. I hear it is one of the top 10 in Minnesota, and it has a great meaning.
Tutto Bene means everything is going to be all right.
Oh, excellent.
I think dinner will be better than all right.
I think so too. All right, well, I think we should go in. Are you coming?
Let's go. Well, we are inside Tutto Bene with the owner, Justin Frederick, and it is a beautiful place you have. So, smells good. Tell us a little bit about some of the things you do here and why Tutto Bene, everyone needs to come here.
Well, what do we do here? We cook food, and we have a great wine list and service, but we're in the hospitality business. We really thrive on supporting local farmers and foragers when it permits, but we really cook everything from scratch here. That's our foundation for this restaurant. We don't have deep fryers, we don't have any microwaves here, and we have a pasta program, so we're making fresh pastas every day. We cook everything to order from scratch, which is really great for people who have dietary restrictions, because my service staff is informed enough with the menu that anything you want to avoid, because we cook everything to order from scratch back there, we can omit it or kind of weave around those restrictions and typically make a dish that they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. So we really thrive on that customer kind of experience here with the food. We do change our menu with the seasons. We reprint the menu every like 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm constantly changing 1 or 2, 3 items as we move into the future. That's just dealing with availability, pricing changes. You know, right now the fresh seafood, with what's going on in the world, is getting very expensive and it's getting very scary. So changing the menu frequently allows me to adapt, that's the name of the game for any small business. You adapt or die. So that's why we change, and it keeps my staff excited about the food. You know, my crew in the kitchen is like, oh, you know, like we just brought in 80 pounds of oxtail on Monday because we're going to start working on a new dish, oxtail risotto with a truffled mushroom salad. So we're constantly, it's this and people, they get excited to come to that, to work, and the customers. So that's kind of what we're trying to do here, and thus far, it's been 10 years, it's been working out pretty well for us, and we've got our regular clientele, and it's a very symbiotic kind of relationship we have with them. They appreciate us, we appreciate them, so yeah.
It's like music to my ears.
I know.
You know about you.
I want to know more, about your food. Like, tell me about the favorite dish that people come back for. I know you change your menu, but something that they're coming back for, because
So, when we put on the snow crab ravioli when we first bought the place, exactly, right? And it's kind of I'm glad I did it, I'm glad I'm not, because I can't take it off the menu. Like, they would be outside with pitchforks if I took that off the menu. But we bring in wild snow crab ravioli, and we pick it and clean it and make ravioli.
I know what I'm ordering.
Yeah, so that is one dish, that's always going to be on the menu. The green olive soup, that's been here since before we bought the place. This restaurant's been here since '95. We're the third owners, but the green olive soup has always been on the menu, and we were told when we bought the place, don't you dare take that off. So that's another dish that's gonna stay, after I'm gone. Whoever the next person will be is gonna have to make gallons and gallons of green olive soup. So,
and I think that's really neat too. We talked earlier about you and your wife were both chefs, and bought this place together, and are able to bring in some of your previous experience into your restaurant now also.
Yeah, we're both culinary trained. We got the degree. We're from the city. She's originally from up here, but we moved back up here just to get out of the craziness of the cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we saw this building, it was for sale. We actually called into work that day sick and drove up to Bemidji because my wife, Jerusa, she's like, oh, I totally know that restaurant. We have to go look at it. And we both I looked at it, we just looked at each other and we're like, this is it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and earlier also we were talking about some of the local influences. I think that was really interesting about you have certain farmers that you really support.
Yes.
Could you maybe talk a little bit about that? Because that is, that farm to table is very important.
It's very important, and I think the way things are going with food, it's going to be a necessary thing with that kind of cooking, that we get closer to home with what we can cook with. It's a sustainable approach. It's a responsible approach with the planet. But we have this gentleman. He's an Amish farmer from Clearbrook or Clearwater. Clearwater Produce is the name of what his farm is, and it's like 20 minutes west from here. And everybody goes to his farmer market stand in the summer. They love Ivan. He's a magician with food. But what he's doing is he's got the whole circle of life going on out there. He's got the livestock, so he's using that to fertilize, and he's turning his fields and rotating crops, and he's originally from Pennsylvania, so it's in his blood, it's in his heritage on what grows best in what kind of soil, because the soil up here is really challenging, and our growing season is very short. So we get, right now, I have 250 pounds of carrots that he cellared for us, that I bought, that's on the menu on one of our dishes. We bought 4 whole hogs from him this summer. Garlic, my onions right now. Like my cooler downstairs is half of his produce is from him. So. Wow,
incredible. So many reasons to come to Tutto Bene.
Yes.
And Tutto Bene.
I think we just need to start eating.
Yes. And Tutto Bene means everything is going to be all right. So
I love that. Everything's going to be all right.
So stay with us.